Good morning and welcome again to our session as we've been going through the book of Malachi, and welcome to Reform Studios. My name is Masauso Phiri from the Osaka Baptist Church, and it's such a delight to take you through this series. We're now on our third one. The first one we looked at people who doubted whether God loved them or not. Perhaps due to the difficulties or circumstances they faced, they felt that God did not love them. The second one we saw is that they actually dishonored God. They began to bring blemished sacrifices before him, and so their act of worship was polluted. This morning, we look at unfaithfulness. And if I may put it like this, the best way we can show Christianity is how we deal with one another. The second greatest commandment says that we must love our neighbors as we love ourselves. It's how we deal with one another that shows whether we love God or not. And so my question to you is, how have you been in that area of faithfulness in dealing with others? The people in Malachi's day showed unfaithfulness. In Malachi chapter 2 verse 10, the Lord puts it very clearly to them. He says, "Have we not all one Father? Has not one God created us? Why then are we faithless to one another, profaning the covenant of our fathers?" That's the question. Why are we faithless to one another? And these people displayed their unfaithfulness, first of all, to one another, secondly, to the Lord by marrying non-believers, and thirdly, in their marriages by divorcing spouses who were legitimately their spouses. So here the first thing is that they were unfaithful to one another. Why are we unfaithful to one another? If God is our Father, if we're believers, why is it that we're being unfaithful? Have you broken any promises? Have you failed to keep your word? Have you broken agreements? What is it that you haven't delivered on that you promised that you would? That's unfaithfulness. And this is what God is asking. Why then are we faithless to one another? Have we been true to one another in keeping our word when we've said, "I will see you"? Have we kept our time? It's nothing about Zambian time, African time, but are we being faithful? This was the indictment that God had for them. Secondly, they showed unfaithfulness to the Lord by marrying non-believers. In chapter 2, verse 11, we're told that Judah has been faithless and abomination has been committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. And here it is. "For Judah has profaned the sanctuary of the Lord, which he loves, and has married daughter of a foreign god." When we marry non-believers, we're committing an abomination. We're being unfaithful to the Lord. The reason is simple. When you marry an unbeliever, that person may draw you away from the Lord, and you may not serve him as you should. God hates that. So when we marry those who are not Christians, we're actually going astray and we're being unfaithful. The last way is that they divorced their wives. And we know that God hates divorce. But these people went ahead to divorce their legitimate spouses. They were being faithless to them. And God says repeatedly, guard yourself in your spirit so that you don't become unfaithful to your wife. Because the way you treat your wife, the way you treat your spouse, is the way God is going to treat you. So let me ask you, how have you been in being faithful to your brothers and sisters in Christ? Are you being faithful to the Lord in keeping yourself pure and not being unequally yoked with non-believers? Are you being faithful in your marriage? Because marriage is a picture of Christ and the church. And Christ loves his bride. Christ will never cheat on his bride. Christ will be faithful to his bride till the day he's reunited to his bride. He was willing to die for his church. Husband, are you doing that? Wife, are you being faithful? Let's think about these things so that we may live lives that are worthy and pleasing before God. May God bless you and help you till we meet again in the next session.